like to be like, nigga, what's up? And as men do right now, specifically because how I always say where I bring everything back to puppy act, puppy actual act. Because what happens when you call me, and I'm not trying to defend someone at all, but I'm just saying, like, what happens if I'm the one else to the phone, and now I'm just on the radio? No, I'm just saying, why am I just on the radio? And you get what I'm saying, like, because something's going on. You get what I'm saying? Show. We used to watch it as kids, but we weren't seeing it their way. And you know what? Seeing the things that was happening now is so insane to me that as kids we never saw it that way. And obviously I understand at the time it was the 2000s, it was a different time, but there's certain things where it's like, regardless of the time, it was still insane. Because even Tyra not taking any accountability and she keeps falling under the guise of, but it was the 2000s, and body shaming was like this, and it was the time, but I'm like, certain things, it wasn't the time. You guys stand, for example, as cheating. Exactly. Because even back then, it was wrong. So I think that's the part that I'm just like, that's so nuts to me.
Yeah, I feel like, yes, two things can be true at the same time. The 2000s were very diabolical into beauty standards, and just the modeling was good.
Yeah, like someone else's life, and then years later, people like living in that house, the production.
Yeah, she said she was like, wow, there was so much more things that her acting was like,
what the gap situation. Yeah, you can't even like that you're opening the light over there. What's going on? That makes me just that's the form of curiosity.
it's time to see how it's such a few times that you can see a lot of people like, oh, you don't have to do it. You don't see how those folks are like, a lot of ones bad situation, they try to change the situation. So they're like, all I need to do, even that girl who has to fill the gap. The mom was like, to be honest, this was the only game but I think you did great, that you did great. But I'm so like, you see how easy people in their lives, we love you and stuff, but at the end of the day, like, you already made it onto the show. Like, this is such a big platform, you need to use it. So when people say, oh, you need to go home, like, even like, no, I don't need the big producer. And then when we posted the screenshot of who actually was the big producer, they were on it. So what we were just saying, like, how much did you think as in my capacity on the show, but then after I did all of that, I was just asking time. So I wasn't doing anything outside of that. Is the opportunity I'm there and right now. Like, so there was no way to do this. He was producing. But he was producing all the. That's why even with the blackface stuff, I think he was a producer at that time. So that's why people were like,
try to mimic that for the kids this year. You guys, you've been doing a really bad job of like keeping up with the Korean culture side of things. Like we took the kids out of Korean lessons for a couple of years. They don't forget all their Korean, but we did put them back in. And Joe, he's been making a lot more African American soul food at home, so he ain't been cooking that Korean food.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to make a lot more Korean food, especially because Maya got me that.
Yeah, you got a whole cookbook, Joe.
Every little thing, like these little things like eating food, it impacts their culture. Like they forget just because of the food itself.
But seriously, our kids are in a class